Rosa Shala is a financial advisor, and she's a competent communicator, and will present to us today the enemies of success. Listen to how these enemies might be relevant in your life. Rosa has successfully used these factors in her profession and her personal life. Rosa Shala, the enemies of success.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. How is it that one person becomes highly successful, yet another doesn't, given the same equals? I'm going to share with you a very important topic, something that can significantly impact your results, your success, and where you end up in life. It's about you, and what the late Jim Rohn, considered one of the world's greatest business philosophers, calls the enemies of success. Now, he doesn't call them things that get in your way or things that slow you down. He calls them enemies of success. Enemies is a very dramatic word. And anytime we think of enemies, you really want to get rid of your enemies before they get rid of you. The first enemy of success, indifference. Indifference is a mindset of apathy. Someone who doesn't care. They don't have a belief system one way or another. They really don't have an opinion. Unfortunately, someone who doesn't have an opinion is not going to stand for anything. And an enemy of success is indifference. And you want to get your enemies before they get you. Another enemy of success is indecision. When faced with two opportunities, instead of taking one or the other, he literally paralyzes and doesn't take neither. I've never met an indecisive millionaire. Successful people do not fear making the right decision or the wrong decision. They actually fear no decision. It's analysis paralysis. How about worry? Now, there's two types of worry. There's the warranted worry, and then there's the one that we create. Warranted worry. It's 3 a.m., and your 16-year-old hasn't come home yet. Worry. But then the unwarranted worry is the one that worries themselves physically sick. They worry about, what if this happens? Or that happens? Or what if it doesn't happen? Their life is what if, what if, what if. Could you imagine if Bill Gates sat around thinking about the smallest thing that could possibly go wrong? He wouldn't be where he is today. So worrying is something that can literally create a lot of enemies in your life. Instead of focusing on all the things that are not going to happen, focus on two things and make it happen. Intimidity. Being timid is another enemy of success. You know, people are stuck in their story. Oh, I'm just shy. Well, stop being shy. Oh, I can't. Let me tell you, shyness is not a disease. You can change it at any time. The way that it actually begins is, you hear it sometime in your life, maybe you were 3 years old, and you heard your parents saying, oh, he's just shy. Then you heard it a couple of more times, and you started to believe it. But one thing I can guarantee you is, you weren't born timid. You were not this 6-month-old baby sitting there thinking, wow, I would actually cry for some food right now if I wasn't so shy. You would scream and holler until you got what you needed. So it is something you can change at any point in your life. And lastly, complainers and complaining is another enemy of your success. Nobody wants to work with a complainer. Doesn't matter how talented or skilled an individual is. You know the type of person. You're with a group of people, and somebody walks in, the complainer, and everyone scatters because they don't want to strike a conversation with them. And by the way, if you walk into a room and everybody scatters, you are that person. So complaining is definitely an enemy of your success. And you want to get your enemies before they get you. So how do you turn your life around? It can happen at any time. It can happen now. Basically, you're going to either be fueled by disgust, sick and tired, or where you are, whether it's a relationship, financial situation, health. You decide that enough is enough. You don't want this to be repeated in your life again. Or it could be fueled by desire, that life feeling in your gut that's filled with inspiration and passion, and you want to make a difference. Either one of those will propel you to the next step, but you need to make the decision. The word decision comes from the Latin root word to cut off from. To make a decision, you cut off from all other options. It cracks me up when people say, I've made a decision to go on a diet next week. That's not a decision, it's called procrastination. Or someone will say, I made a decision, I'm going to stop smoking after I smoke this pack. They're just lying to themselves. You need to make the decision and make the resolve. And what the resolve is that commitment to yourself and to yourself only. And you do that by asking yourself 3 questions that will help you determine to make that turnaround in your life. Because it's all about you. Number 1, why? What is it that you want out of life? 2, why not? Why not? Do you not deserve it? Does your family not deserve it? What's the worst thing that can happen to you if you do it? And thirdly, why not you? Why not you? So many other people have done it, so why not you? Today, I challenge every one of you to be great, to grow, to evolve, to make your personal resolution to whatever it is that you want to accomplish in life. Because it is possible, it is happening, and it can happen to you. Madam Contest Master.